Greetings, aloha, ilakesh and aloha. Video number 9 in hot succession of number 7 and number 8 really. Because yeah, I'm riding the crest of this wave. I am the Silver Surfer. You got to let the ego have a little bit of exercise now and again, you know. So I am the Silver Surfer. I said I'd talk about truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Plain truth and all that. Truth, can you handle the truth? What is the truth? I'll give you an example of it. Let's talk from a personified personal aspect. I am God. Now, inside of each and every one of you is an ego that is screaming out, feeling inferior if you accept and allow that idea that I've just said. If you embrace that I am God. But you don't see yourself as God, and therefore you would see yourself as inferior. There's your ego starting to scream out and say, no, I'm not inferior. I want to be special. Well, flip it, because whatever I say about myself, I'm also saying about you. Because if all is one, then you're just my brother or sister. So whatever applies to me applies equally to you, because all things are equal. And what is all? All is one. Alpha, Omega, A, O, Eo. Ooh, doesn't that neatly dovetail into something else? Great vowel shifts. Io, Ao, iron. Eon, time, matter, iron. What about iron with an R in it? Think about the biblical references to a being that is clay and iron in solid state, but also in a malleable state as well. It's an allegorical reference because we can change our state of mind. I see the state of static, fixed, not moving, is static, it's stationary, therefore it is dead. This is why we don't deal with the dead. We don't fill in forms. The only form that I am going to fill is this one. The form is complete. It is perfect. Now, what is the truth here with any of this? It's in my imagination, is what is right to me, but is it necessarily right to you? Do you see this from a different perspective? Where's a bit of paper here? I'm going to draw you a map. I may even have one already drawn. A map of the world, the map of the universe. Let's have a look. We've got to have one here somewhere that I can use to save me drawing yet another one. Oh, that'll do. That's quite a good way of showing it. Because it brings me on to another aspect of this as well. When you're standing in your power, that's courage. What is courage? It's the core age. When you find yourself. What else has got a core but an apple? Well, there's a map of everything. This is me. This is I. Right in the middle here. Everything else is external to me. That's the map of the universe. That's the map of the world from my perspective. Is it true? It's true to me. Is it true to you? Truth is subjective. It is and it isn't. What is all that is. I, spirit, soul. It's what I project out. That's what is from the third eye. Collectively we do it. See, this is a fantastic thought wave to ride. I could speak about this in so many ways. Let's go back to letters again. The pictorial glyphs. Think of the G. What is a G? In its capital form, it's basically a C, but now it's tied at the bottom because it's brought down into solid state. It's Gaia. It's God with a hard G that's in this physical reality, because you're seeing from an earthly perspective. So likewise, a Q is like the whole, the organic, but it's also got a tie on that. So you're queuing. Your attention, your attention is drawn by something that, so your weight, you're not moving any longer, you've given away your power. That's not to say that you jump the queue, because awareness of others also comes into this as well. See, there's a duality to everything. Even in the positive and the negative, there's a duality within those that gives us 4. Because 4 is the divine masculine. But this reality, you need to defy it. Divine feminine. DF, defy. And you start seeing it in balance for what it is. So the J is another hook as well. I mean, what is a J? It can be pronounced like Janus or Janus, which is a Y sound. We're back to vowel shifts again. Or Ganus, Genus, Genius. It's all interconnected, all these letters and words. So we go back to what is the truth. It is personal perspective. The key, I feel, to this is to be the observer. It's said in religious terms, do you accept Jesus? Do you accept God? Well, accept. It's the alpha. Seeing, twice. Energy. It's the P. It's the whole that you see to the right. And then T is God. So you're accepting God. You're accepting that you are God. You could say it's arrogant, but think about that word as well. It's an arrow, and it's gentle. It's a gentile. I'll be a gent. A Ghent. Oh, funny, there's a place called Ghent. We won't diversify and go down the path of place names because it's just going to be yet another rabbit hole, really. But Ghent or gent, a gentle man. It's earth, it's energy, it's Lord, it's God. It's being in a benevolent state, a be no violent state. So I'll be a gent, a Gentile. As much as a Hebrew, as much as an Israelite. They're all just labels that all come back and converge to the all, the one, the all, the alpha and the omega. You're juggling things. Look at the omega symbol. It's like a U upside down on 2 solid feet, so it forms that sort of shape. So it's like a rainbow. It's like a dome as well. It's balance. It's all. It's circular, and it's also a triangle. But that's only half the story, because it's 2 triangles. That's where you get the hexagram from. between the two lines, as above so below, on the Israeli flag is real lies, the way that's been spun. But Israel light is what it is, and don't be fooled that there's only 144,000 or anything like that. It's all within you. It's all describing what is going on within you. That is the side to pick, the inside. The answers are all there. When you partake in this shadow world, take for example a shop. It will have adverts because they will adverse. And it's vert because it's the green screen, the shadow world out there again. So they will try and entice you in. You'll be entranced and go through the entrance. You need to cross it and exit. Make sure you've got the right cross. We've all got our own cross to bear. But you can put that cross down. You don't have to be crossed any longer. Like I said before, think of yourself as a ship, a vessel. You're the captain of that vessel. You can be the navigator as well. You're the whole crew. You're all in one. All is one. In individual forms, we are God. That, to me, is the truth. But I challenge anybody to show me something different. I will listen and see if it feels right to me. I will go with a gut feeling on everything. Because the gut is the God, is the solar plexus, the place of the sun. Whether I only get it as a conceptual or whether I've gone through the birth from above is irrelevant. It's having the feeling that will allow the knowing to come and the experience that will come from that. So I will say, ta-ta for now.